Andor Season 1, Episode number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here the next week's episode of Andor. Also here to the start of the next arc of Andor. We made it through episodes 1 through 3, which is considered, the first kind of arc of the show, right? All those episodes kind of combined into one great story, and obviously I don't think this is just going to be completely disconnected from that or anything like that, but obviously the way we ended episode 3, it definitely seems like we're going to be continuing on to something bigger and something, I don't know if I necessarily say better, but just something bigger, right? We ended the episode Cassian, and I don't think they mentioned his name yet. Cassian and the buyer from last episode were both leaving off-world, kind of off the planet they were on. They escaped and everything, so it seems like we're going to be kind of starting something new. Now, obviously, we still have Marva and Bix on the planet they left, so I do think they're going to connect. I don't know if Cassian's going to end up going back super soon or anything like that, but I do think he's going to have at least some communication with them or them with him, because the way we ended the episode, it was kind of like not everybody, more so just Cassian was being split apart from kind of his friends and his family and whatnot. So I'm excited to see how we kind of set up for this next little arc here, because again, 4, 5, and 6 are supposed to be together. I think 7 is a standalone, then 9 and 10, and then 11 and 12, or 9, 10, 11, and then 12 and 13. I can't remember if there's 12 episodes in the season or 13, but regardless, you guys already know I'm here for it. I'm super excited for it. Last week, Tim, aka Andrew, if you watched the reaction, our boy Tim did get got, and I wouldn't say I'm happy about it, but I'm not upset either, man. He kind of got what was coming to him after what he did to Cassian, man, and everything that happened was, kind of low-key kind of his fault, man. I know Cassian, he kind of put himself in that position a little bit. He wasn't trying to kill the two people, the two guards at the start in the first episode, but it is what it is, man. Shit happens. We here. I'm going to stop wasting time, guys. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Bro, it's so dope what the town did. You know what I mean? Stuck up for Marva and had their little alarm system going off, and the little speech she gave too, and then they kind of went silent. Ooh, are we picking up right here with them leaving?
Either I drop you somewhere and you start running, or you come with me and help with something important.
Still giving him his choice, man.
I'm offering you everything you want, all at once.
What is everything I want, since you know so much about me?
To put a real stick in the eye of the Empire.
Make some real noise.
But you're right about one thing. The Empire had you fighting each other, which should make you hate them all the more, and you do. I said I know you. Wouldn't you rather give it all at once to something real than carve off useless pieces till there's nothing left? I didn't risk my ass for the Starbeth unit. I came for you.
That's what he said last episode too, and that's why he was willing to leave it.
What's the offer?
5 days. Big stakes, big danger. Prep team, good plan. You survive and deliver, I'll give you 200,000.
That's a lot of money.
The quarterly payroll for an entire Imperial sector.
Ooh, Imperials don't get paid. They ain't gonna want to work. Bro, he knows literally everything about him. Even when Cassian tries to lie a little bit, you know what I mean? Like half-truths, right? You sprinkle in some truth, but you also sprinkle in a little bit of lie, or you stretch it a bit. He said he was there for like 2 years. He wasn't one of 50 who survived this and that. He's like, yeah, you were there, but it was only for 6 months. And you were there as a cook. Let's get these facts right. Oh, shit.
A stolen Imperial Starpath unit was recovered at the scene.
Those responsible?
Unknown, sir. I'm heading out immediately after this meeting.
We'll speak before you leave. Young.
Proactive measures, sir. There's an increase in construction shipments going to Scarif, sir.
I wonder if she's maybe like the buyer's inside person here, right? Because you figure he probably has an inside person in the Empire. But the way she was looking around, the way when she looked when they started talking about what's happened on Ferrix, right? Interesting.
Think of a name for yourself. Clem. For the next 5 days, you'll be Clem.
Who's that?
You'll be working for her.
I thought you were in charge.
I never said that. I think it's best you stay inside until I've had time to work it all out.
Oh, no. It's like when you show up with somebody extra that you ain't supposed to bring along.
Don't take less than 50,000 for it. Just know it will always be worth more to me. I want it back when this is over.
Sentimental.
If I live, I want it back.
Kyber, he said? Similar to Kyber Crystal?
We've been eating roots and sleeping on rocks for this rebellion, and now you've got a mercenary on board.
You're wasting energy, you know I'm right. We need this to work, Val. Failure would be devastating. We'll take him in and lie about how it's come to pass. You plug him in as a replacement for anyone who goes down along the way. In the next 3 days, if for any reason, look at me!
Ooh.
Well, that's the advantage of renting him. He's disposable.
Ugh. But I think he's just so confident in Cassian that he knows he's not going to be a problem. He has the skills and he has the motivations, right? They said they've been playing this mission for 5 months now. They've been sitting out here eating roots and stuff, so they've been out here on the struggle. So they really need this money probably too, huh?
You will leave here and be escorted with haste to the transfer center, where you'll be issued with any personal items. You will holo-certify receipt of said items. You will holo-certify confirmation of the official ISB after-action report detailing your involvement and culpability in said Ferrix incident.
Questions?
No.
He wasn't even involved in this shit.
Not waste further Imperial time reading the report.
But I've had nothing to do with this.
Well, exactly.
That's the problem. It happened when you were away, right?
My files are filled with corporate security fiascos, but this takes the prize. Proud, are we? Take solace in this. You will not be replaced. You've rung the final bell on corporate independence. As of this morning, the Milana system is under permanent Imperial authority.
Oh, they weren't before, right? They were kind of just on their own. They were like part of it, but they weren't. They had their own freedom, essentially. Damn. Empire pulled up in this bitch now because he fucked up. You know, the head deputy inspector dude, he's probably pissed as hell because he's like, I went on a meeting, I told you not to do shit, and now look what happened. He's like, I wasn't even a part of this. And he's like, exactly, which makes you a part of it.
He is something we will never discuss. When we get to camp, we're going to tell them this was my idea and we've been planning it all the while. If you change that in any way, you and I are going to have a big problem.
I wonder if the people at the camp even know about him then.
How many of us are there?
Now we are 7.
7. 7 against the garrisons. Hey, hold on.
Oh shit, ties?
Get down, tuck in!
Yup. Yeah, he thought he was just stealing the payroll, bro. We ain't know about all this. He said now that I got him on the hook, he's here on the planet. He can't leave now.
Barnisi. Unauthorized Imperial equipment, Ferrix 0430. Ensign retrieved a sealed Imperial NS9 Starpath unit from the site. Right, that gives us jurisdiction. I want you to go to Blevins' office, tell them we need everything they've got on Ferrix.
It might mean more if you went.
I don't want to spark his interest.
Dude said, I don't want to be the one to deliver that info. Shit. Looks so different just that quick, huh? The wig does it, man. Look, he's trying to play it off. Trying to practice the role he's gonna play, right?
My assistant tells me you refused to turn over the file on this incident in Ferrix.
I have work to do.
That was an official request made by an officer of my staff. An Imperial Starpath unit was stolen from the Steerguard Naval Yard and found at the scene. That gives me jurisdictional access.
You fall here. You fall alone.
Are you denying my request?
For the second time today.
Fine. I'll take it to Major Partakas.
Don't look down.
Button heads, man.
You ride with Mossy, Garvish, Saul Guerrera. Fall asleep on watch, they're gonna put your head on a pike for a laugh.
Don't tell Val.
I won't. You will. You better think what you're gonna say, because she's coming down now.
Ooh. Bro, Saw Gerrera here? Didn't she say there were 7 total counting Cassian? Because right here, there's only 6 counting him. Or was she also counting the other dude, too? The buyer.
Mother.
Oh, it's his mom. I wonder why. I wonder why she slapped him. I wonder if it's maybe the way he left when he left, or maybe if it's because she heard about what happened.
How do you know him?
He comes highly recommended.
So you don't know him?
I know that we need him. That's all I'll say. Anything else is a violation of security.
No, he's got brass.
He's committed. I'm feeling that. I want to. When it comes down to it, that's all I need to know.
Vel!
I trust him. Okay?
Bro, I thought that ship was a ship landing near them. We heard the fucking sound before it cut. Had me worried for a sec.
Anyone we know?
Never seen him.
Chandlerland.
Oh, he's meeting with her.
What a pleasure to see you.
You as well, Luthen. Sorry to be so late.
Free your mind, Senator. This is a place where time stands still. It's hard being surrounded with this much history and not be humbled by the insignificance of our...
The personality change.
If you can't deliver, I need to know.
I think I'm not trying.
I never think that. But I need to start planning if you're no longer coming through for us.
The money's there. It's just getting very dangerous to move it around. I can't pull funds the way I used to. I've found someone I think can help me.
Someone who? To bring into the circle? No.
I know what I'm asking.
No. We're vulnerable enough.
No one's more at risk than I am. You think I haven't thought this through? I'd be the first one to fall.
Bro, it's so cool seeing the start of the Rebels group and shit and seeing it expand more and more.
You'll be here?
Well, if not, Clea can always reach me. Clea, can we have this wrapped for the Senator?
He plays that role good, you know what I mean? Like the tone shift, the facial expression, the way he carries himself.
We don't even have enough comms as it is.
We have 2 spares.
That was our backup.
Clem is our backup. We need another hand, and you know it.
I should have been consulted.
This is Lieutenant Gorn. He's our contact at the garrison. What's with all the patrols on Stone Canyon?
There's an Imperial engineer arriving from Coruscant. We've been mapping the old trail for him, but that'll stop tomorrow. I'm pushing all our attention toward the lowlands.
How long do we have you?
I've got a midnight inspection.
Let's get going.
It's their inside guy.
These old stones. Nasmabrani, it's a temple, or what's left of it, that once sat on the mighty river.
Once every 3 years, for as long as anyone can remember, the Aldhanis gather in this valley for a celestial event they call...
To see what?
Imagine 50 meteor showers all at once, but like a curtain being pulled across the sky.
It's a recurrent band of crystallized noctilucent microdensities, billions of crystals. Very heavy, but small and unstable. As the planet passes through the belt, they swarm the atmosphere, heat up, and explode.
They're gonna use that, man. Okay. It's looking more and more doable.
Now, you've got a lot to learn and very little time to do it, so what we need to know is, are you in all the way?
I mean, we here.
Let's get to it.
I mean, now that you explained the plan to him a little bit, he's like, okay, this might be doable. This might not be a suicide mission. That's going to look dope as hell. I'm assuming this is going to be the big buildup, and this is going to be on, all that's going to take place probably on episode, what, 6?
Alert me when this materializes into something more definite. Until then, confine future activities to your sectors. Thank you, Lieutenant.
He's like, I told your ass not to do it.
His quarterly reports, however, are in, and yours are not, and here we are spending your valuable time with this issue. There's a high bar for your performance, Lieutenant. Unfair, perhaps, but senseless to ignore and potentially the foundation of a uniquely superior career. On a positive note, I was impressed with your detention numbers from Sev Tok, far above the quota. I may be sending more of that sort of work your way.
Thank you, sir.
We're done.
Man's handled his shit, bro. It's so interesting seeing him in this, man. I don't think I've seen him in anything else other than Game of Thrones. I could be wrong, but obviously Game of Thrones is the main thing I remember him from.
That's the Rono freighter specs and the console layout. You get done with that? That's a detailed map of the garrison. That's an Aldhani phrase book.
All your shit you gotta study. He looking around like, why y'all looking at me?
Can I eat my food?
You'll eat, you'll let Cinta check the bandage, and you'll have learned all that by morning. I'll take the first watch.
I mean, we don't have much long. We don't have too long, right? She said this mission's supposed to take place in 3 days. We got a lot to catch up on, boy. Bro, his face, he's like, damn, shit, this is gonna be a lot more work than I thought, man. Oh. Woo. Andor season 1 episode 4 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. what a start to the next arc. We can already see where this is building to, man. I like the vibe to it because you can definitely tell, like, the first 3 episodes, again, it was like setup, build, explosion type thing, right? Setup, build, climax. And it seems like that's what this is going to be too. First episode, we've definitely set a lot of stuff up already, right? We set up what the main mission is going to be. And in the first and second episode, we kind of did a similar thing, right? Cassian ended up killing the 2 guards on accident. Well, ended up accidentally killing one, then purposely killing the other. And then, you know, we got to know the planet a little bit more, Ferrix. We got to know some of the people and things like that. You know, he kind of set up his escape plan and whatnot, and then episode 3 was the climax. And it's like we're doing the same thing here. We got to see Mon Mothma, and we get to see some stuff going on in the background at the Rebels. You know what I mean? The beginning of it, so to speak, right? I know this is prior to episode 4 and everything, but we know the Rebels are still out there, still building, no matter how big or how small. But it's cool to see, like, these little pockets and these little characters that are all out here working together. You know, Mon Mothma, I think she mentioned the guy's name. I didn't fully catch it, and I also thought it was, I'm assuming it's not his real name. I'm assuming whatever she's called him, I forget. But I'm assuming that's not his real name, just because obviously he was kind of playing a different character here when he was set up in this kind of museum or antique shop, whatever it was. He literally completely changed. It's like he's a different personality, dude. The hair put on and everything, and he was practicing in the shit. But it's cool to see, you know, it's like they're kind of cover up and how they do some of these meetings too. And then getting into more of the political things, right? When Mon Mothma was talking to her husband, like, about the other senators or the other people coming to dinner with her, and it's like we get a little more into the politics, right? We see that she does care and how much she cares, and part of the reason she's doing what she's doing, right? Like them cutting off trade routes and things like that, making it harder for other systems to survive, to get supplies, to be able to live and whatnot. You know, it's part of what the Empire does, bro. You know, but I actually need to go back in this fucking episode because I know they mentioned Saw Gerrera when what was his name? Steen? When he woke up Tarmin, mentioned Saw. Oh, he said if you ride with them, so if he is part of their group at some point, right? But it's cool to see him mention Saw Gerrera, bro. I thought we were gonna see him this episode. Oh, great episode though, man. I love that we're continuing to build everything. I love the world building in this. It definitely does not feel like your typical Star Wars, but again, in a good way. It feels different and it feels kind of fresh than all the stuff we've been getting, because we've been getting so much Star Wars content lately, man. I know I've kind of been watching some of the backlog stuff because I've been catching up, but even current day, like, we had Book of Boba Fett, we had Kenobi, we had Mandalorian season 3, and all that kind of had similar vibes. Obviously they were done to a different quality each show, but they all had similar vibes, and this is just something new and fresh, which is why I kind of get some people. There's a lot of people that say they completely love this shit and it's amazing, and there's some people that don't really vibe with it, man, but I like it. It's a new feel and it's different, man. But I'm excited to see how we build up to this next arc in the next episode, because to be honest, the first 2 episodes, like I said, the 3rd episode was really action heavy, but the first 2 episodes, they were more dialogue heavy and kind of world building heavy, and I like that a lot in some stories. Like, I'm watching Daredevil right now too. In season 3 of just Daredevil in general, they have fantastic fight choreography scenes and action and whatnot, but the dialogue is so good too that there's times where I much rather enjoy, you know, a very good dialogue scene than a very good action scene. And that's how I feel about this show, man. Like, the action scenes are fantastic. Last episode, in episode 3, the action we got was amazing. The explosions and everything like that, it was so good. But it's like the dialogue and the setup and the payoff in the show is so good too that I damn near enjoy the dialogue just as much, man. But I'm excited to see how we continue this, guys. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below. What is movie or TV series that you guys would like to see me react to next? I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Silas Kane, and the homie Alexander Collins. I appreciate your guys' insane support, man. If you guys want to join the Patreon family, link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.